9 foods to avoid if you have arthritis. Arthritis stands as the predominant contributor to disability within the United States. Surprisingly, it's projected that nearly half of all adults will grapple with arthritis by the age of 65. This ailment embodies a comprehensive category encompassing over 100 distinct conditions, all unified by the common thread of joint inflammation. For those contending with arthritis, upholding a well-balanced diet becomes pivotal, one replete with abundant fruits, vegetables, and other anti-inflammatory victuals such as whole grains, nuts, seeds, and omega-3 rich fish like salmon. However, the realm of dietary caution extends further, involving the avoidance of numerous edibles to stave off exacerbating joint inflammation. In this informative presentation, we will delve into an elucidation of 9 specific foods that warrant elimination for individuals grappling with this condition. A salient point to emphasize is that the entirety of the information conveyed in this video adheres to an impartial stance, diligently verified through rigorous fact-checking, and subjected to review by proficient healthcare experts. With this groundwork laid, let us embark on an exploration of the dietary culprits that merit exclusion for those managing arthritis. 1. Gluten. If you've received an arthritis diagnosis, you've likely experienced a substantial dietary overhaul. This transition arises from medical counsel that underscores the importance of steering clear of specific foods that could potentially exacerbate arthritis symptoms. Among these dietary cautionary tales, gluten reigns supreme. Gluten, a protein present in wheat, rye, and barley, takes on a ubiquitous role, often making appearances as an additive in an array of processed foods, and can even find its way into certain medications. The ramifications of gluten extend particularly to those grappling with rheumatoid arthritis. A compendium of studies strongly suggests a complete elimination of gluten from the diet for individuals afflicted by this condition. The rationale underpinning this dietary mandate lies in gluten's potential to incite inflammation within the body. Moreover, it can act as a catalyst for the immune system to mount an attack on other organs, thereby compounding the already intricate web of symptoms associated with rheumatoid arthritis, ultimately exacerbating joint discomfort to a significant extent. 2. Red meat and processed meat. While red meat might not immediately strike you as detrimental to arthritis, its status as a prolific source of saturated fats is a cause for concern. These fats elevate cholesterol levels in the bloodstream, setting the stage for the eventual onset of heart disease, an additional affliction that can compound the challenges posed by arthritis. Red meat is also harboring protein-like compounds named carnitine, which, when overindulged in, can incite joint inflammation. The roster of processed meats encompasses staples like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and deli items, essentially, anything derived from animals that have been cured or smoked before hitting grocery store shelves. An oft-unseen ingredient, nitrates, tends to grace these products. While intended to prolong shelf life and stave off discoloration, nitrates are accompanied by a potential downside, the generation of carcinogenic compounds when subjected to heat. Scientific findings have forged a link between red meat consumption and heightened risks of developing osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and cardiovascular disease. Furthermore, red meat contains notable quantities of iron, which could intensify prevailing joint issues by escalating free iron levels within the body. 3. Added sugars. Sugar, while seemingly a quick energy fix to power through the day, paradoxically stands as one of the most perilous elements for individuals grappling with arthritis. Despite its deceptive allure, sugar can wield a detrimental influence on your well-being. Scientific evidence underscores its role in fueling inflammation, thereby potentially exacerbating your symptoms. Furthermore, sugar fuels the rise of insulin resistance, a precipitating factor in joint damage if not addressed proactively. Intricately interwoven with these effects are the blood sugar fluctuations induced by sugar consumption, often culminating in fatigue, mood oscillations, and headaches, all of which align with the spectrum of arthritis symptoms. The Arthritis Foundation sheds light on a pertinent statistic: a quarter of those afflicted with arthritis report a history of high blood pressure or diabetes, conditions intrinsically entwined with chronic inflammation. This inextricable link extends its reach to encompass conditions such as heart disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's. Navigating the sugar terrain necessitates a vigilant inspection of nutrition labels. The nutritional facts table adorning food packaging divulges the total grams of sugar per serving. A rule of thumb: should a food item boast over 20 grams of sugar per serving or exceed 5 grams of added sugar per serving, a moment's pause is warranted before proceeding to consume it. By the way, if you're finding value in our insights thus far, don't hesitate to show your appreciation by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. This ensures you remain privy to our upcoming knowledge-packed videos. Now, let's proceed to unveil the next dietary offender to sidestep. 4. Alcohol. Individuals grappling with arthritis often turn to alcohol as a coping mechanism for pain alleviation and stress reduction. However, this seemingly innocuous pairing conceals an intricate web of risks. Alcohol's interference with the efficacy of certain arthritis medications can fuel a worsening of symptoms. Beyond this, alcohol operates as a diuretic, inducing dehydration which, in a paradoxical twist, intensifies pain and stiffness within joints. Moreover, alcohol serves as an igniting force for inflammation within the body, further exacerbating the underlying condition. Astonishingly, emerging evidence even posits that alcohol might engender more joint damage than the relief it ostensibly offers. Should arthritis be part of your narrative, steering clear of alcohol or judiciously moderating its intake is imperative. If you choose to indulge, do so in a balanced manner. For women, 1 drink per day, and for men, a limit of 2 drinks, is a prudent boundary, ideally in conjunction with a meal. A pivotal accompanying measure involves the concurrent consumption of water with each alcoholic libation. This dual-pronged approach not only retards alcohol absorption within the body but also safeguards against the specter of dehydration, which could otherwise ensue from excessive alcohol consumption. 5. Highly processed foods. The realm of highly processed foods, encompassing convenience items like ready-made meals, instant noodles, and canned soups, holds peril for overall well-being, and this concern escalates particularly for individuals navigating the territory of arthritis. These edibles harbor a plethora of additives capable of inciting irritation within your digestive tract. Yet, the ramifications don't end there. Delving deeper, we encounter the high sodium content synonymous with processed snacks such as chips and cookies. This sodium surplus precipitates swelling and inflammation, a formidable adversary for those managing arthritis. However, the sodium saga extends beyond mere quantity; it entwines itself with the tempo of absorption within your body. Ingesting sodium-rich fare prompts a surge in blood pressure. When blood pressure ascends, the resulting surplus of fluid necessitates passage through blood vessels. This surplus fluid, while coursing through your system, effectively paves the way for joint pain and rigidity to ensue. In essence, the intricate interplay of additives and sodium content within highly processed foods casts a shadow on their consumption, with implications that reverberate beyond digestion, intertwining with the realm of joint health. 6. High sodium foods. Salt, a mineral imperative for our physiological equilibrium, plays a multifaceted role in safeguarding our health. Its purview spans the regulation of blood volume and blood pressure, while also orchestrating the body's acid-base equilibrium and facilitating muscular contraction. Notably, salt underpins the realms of digestion, nutrient absorption, and water equilibrium. However, traversing the fine line between adequacy and excess can set off an unfortunate cascade. An overabundance of salt tilts the scales towards heightened blood pressure, thereby potentially engendering an elevated risk of heart disease and stroke. This surge in sodium intake also carries implications for bone health, linking to the specter of osteoporosis. The mechanism here is intriguing. Augmented urinary calcium excretion precipitated by excessive sodium culminates in a disheartening outcome, a diminution in bone density. In essence, while salt remains an indispensable element, exercising prudence in its consumption emerges as an essential consideration for upholding both cardiovascular and skeletal well-being. 7. Specific vegetable oils. Vegetable oils hold a prominent place in our culinary landscape, serving as a notable reservoir of both fats and calories. These oils find their application in an array of culinary techniques, encompassing cooking, baking, and frying. Yet, their pervasive presence comes with a caveat, a notable saturation of saturated fats that could potentially usher in undesirable effects on health. The intricate intertwining of dietary oils, inflammation, and arthritis symptoms emerges as a pivotal concern. Notably, two notable culprits within the vegetable oil domain are corn oil and safflower oil. Corn oil, harboring a bounty of omega-6 fatty acids, can inadvertently incite inflammation within the body. To navigate this peril, it is advisable to gravitate towards organic corn products, steering clear of genetically modified organisms, which have the potential to kindle immune responses leading to inflammation. Another villain within this realm surfaces in the form of safflower oil. Laden with omega-6 fatty acids, safflower oil stands accused of orchestrating elevated blood pressure and cholesterol levels, further compounded by its rich linoleic acid content. This essential fatty acid, when ingested orally or absorbed through the skin, could provoke gastrointestinal irritation, evoking discomfort. 8. High AGE foods. Advanced Glycation End Products, or AGEs, represent a distinctive class of molecules that take shape when sugar and protein intermingle. The genesis of AGEs traverses diverse pathways, yet the predominant avenue materializes through the alchemy of cooking, particularly at elevated temperatures, a process accentuated during frying or grilling. These compounds also find a foothold in certain edibles, like beef and dairy products. AGEs' notoriety extends to their association with an array of health complications encompassing arthritis, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and kidney malfunction. However, it's noteworthy that while these connections exist, concrete evidence establishing a direct causal link remains elusive. Investigations into the interplay between AGEs and arthritis symptoms, particularly joint pain, are nascent and scarce, rendering it challenging to ascertain whether shunning high AGE foods might offer respite for these symptoms. Consequently, the intricate nature of this association calls for continued inquiry before decisive conclusions can be drawn. 9. Dairy. While moderation permits some individuals with arthritis to accommodate dairy products, a considerable segment experiences an exacerbation of inflammation and discomfort from their consumption. If grappling with inflammatory forms of arthritis such as rheumatoid or psoriatic arthritis, it's judicious to eschew all dairy items. These particular arthritis types arise from an immune system that erroneously assaults healthy joint tissue. Engaging with dairy triggers the production of antibodies that assail not just invading pathogens but also one's own joint tissue. This dual assault exacerbates joint symptoms, amplifying discomfort beyond the norm. For osteoarthritis, the most prevalent variant, there's scant evidence supporting dairy avoidance for inflammation reduction or pain relief. However, an intriguing observation surfaces. Some individuals report symptom amelioration by excluding all animal proteins from their diet, encompassing meat and fish while excluding eggs and beans. A path to healthier eating with arthritis. Crafting a nourishing diet in the presence of arthritis need not involve rigid restrictions. Indeed, there are myriad healthy paths to explore. A diet nudged slightly toward the wholesome end of the spectrum can significantly quell inflammation. Here's a quartet of tips to steer your food choices in the right direction. Embrace the heart healthy. Replace butter or margarine with olive oil, a source of monounsaturated fats that aid joint lubrication and subdue inflammation. Dive into omega-3 rich fare. Opt for omega-3 fatty acid-rich fish like salmon, tuna, or mackerel, known for their anti-inflammatory prowess. Steam. Don't boil. Swap boiling for steaming vegetables, a gentler method that preserves joint health by avoiding added heat and strain. Fortify vitamin D. Prioritize vitamin D intake through sources like milk or fortified foods. Should these fall short, consult your doctor about supplements during the sun-scarce months. Navigating arthritis's impact on life is a complex journey, potentially curtailing daily activities and prompting adaptation to new routines. It's heartening, though, to know that dietary adjustments can significantly mitigate pain, stiffness, and inflammation. Adapting to these changes requires patience and commitment, but in the grand tapestry of managing arthritis, they contribute to your wellness journey. If you found value in this content, don't hesitate to show your appreciation by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. This ensures access to a steady stream of informative videos catering to your well-being. Thank you for joining us, and remember, your wellness is our mission.